Welcome to V's Combo Guide. V is truly unique character that I wouldn't even think of making for a game like this, because I would never think that Summoner could be effective in fast-paced action game like this. But he really is effective and fantastic to play, and not terribly hard as well. I think he is the easiest character to play and get combo ranks. Let's jump into the upgrades section and see what's good and what's not. First of all, purchase as many purple orbs as you can. V is heavily focused on Devil Trigger. I would say that he is most Devil Trigger reliant character in the game. Nightmare is amazing and it helps tremendously in achieving higher combo ranks. Not to mention that you can purchase promotion, which you should, and then jump on Nightmare's back when it is active and do some attacks like that. Unfortunately, I find promotion to be lackluster in terms of offensive capabilities, because it's hard to maneuver it all around and hit many enemies at once. At least that was my experience. Maybe you are far more experienced and better than I am, so maybe you don't have issues with that. But the biggest upside of promotion is that you don't take damage, meaning combo ranks will not go down while you are on Nightmare's back. Fantastic against the bosses as well. Considering that V is heavily Devil Trigger reliant, Trigger Heart and White Gainer are a must upgrades. White Gainer means you are likely to receive white orbs when Nightmare is active, which makes Nightmare active for longer time. Kane has upgrade called Royal Fork that I did not use because it expands Devil Trigger gauge, which I use to summon Nightmare. To me, it's more beneficial having Nightmare around than expanding Devil Trigger gauge for this particular move, but that's completely up to you. If you incorporate this move more effectively than what Nightmare would be, then by all means, go for it. Griffon serves as gun attacks with Dante and Nero. Simple as that. You have a couple of things you can charge up, that's completely up to you what you want to choose, but the most important attack here is called Flank Attack. This thing can fill up combo rank by half, and it also puts enemies in the air, and you can follow that up with Shadow's attacks to increase combo ranks very fast. As I've said, besides Flank Attack, it's up to you which ones you want to upgrade, which ones you use more. Every other attack is AoE based, so definitely focus on at least one of them. Blockade is very nice, round robin too, while double check can be pain in the arse to perform during battle because it requires you to move backwards, then forward, and then charge up the attack. This can be difficult to do in certain situations because of the camera angle and how controls are dependent on camera angle as well, so it might change in heartbeat and you won't be able to pull it off. These are usually types of moves where you need to go backwards and forward that I avoid with every character. They are unnecessary in achieving highest possible ranks because there are plenty of other variations that do the job instead of it. It is however completely up to you. If you are far more skilled than I am, then go for it. Early in the game, invest in Griffon Whim and Griffon Vigor upgrades. Same goes for Shadow Whim and Shadow Vigor. Whim upgrade reduces amount of time both pets need to recover if they get taken down, while Vigor increases their defense, so it makes them much tougher to bring down. Do yourself a favor and purchase these upgrades as soon as possible. They are not important only offensively. Griffon and Shadow are important defensively. Griffon makes air dodge much easier to do, and Shadow makes ground dodge much easier to do. Now on to Shadow upgrades. Purchase both of these combos available and Breakthrough. These are a must next to Whim and Vigor upgrades. Besides those, it is up to you which ones you want to incorporate into your arsenal. More variety leads to easier combo ranks, but you might get lost with all of these combinations, and because they are dependent on camera angles, Shadow can be actually quite difficult to control. That's why I stick with basic combos, Breakthrough and back plus attack when locked on the target that puts enemies up in the air. Same attack like with Dante and Nero. There is one more thing that needs to be mentioned for V, and that is reading the book during the combat. This is done by holding right trigger or R2 button, and it fills up Devil Trigger gauge. However, outside of combat it doesn't work that well. You can't really fill it up, not even a single bar, so don't try to exploit that, it's a waste of time. But during the combat it can fill up Devil Trigger significantly faster when combined with combos. However, be careful about using it, because you are an easy target while doing so. I mean, you can cancel it by doing dodge or jump in the air, but still that brief moment can be crucial in avoiding getting hit. Shadow is your primary combo modifier. By using those three basic combos, A, B and C, Arbiter that launches enemies in the air, and Breakthrough that is opposite of Arbiter, you can get to S rank without any issues. Just don't use same thing twice in a row. That's the rule for every character if you want to get to higher combo ranks. Practice these combos so that you can always pull them off. Don't forget that you can use Arbiter and Breakthrough at the end of the combo instead of usual combo finisher. So for example, if you press triangle twice and then lock on, forward and triangle, it will finish off with Breakthrough instead of usual combo finisher. Same goes with Arbiter. When combining Griffon and Shadow attacks, it is important as well not to use same moves all the time. I usually use 3 moves with each of them. Griffon is either one version of charged attack, flank attack and normal shooting. For Shadow I use combos, Arbiter and Breakthrough, as I've mentioned earlier. Let's give an example how to rotate all of these things. Start with normal shooting, then follow up with full combo attack from Shadow. Then do flank attack with Griffon, follow up with Shadow combo. Maybe add Breakthrough or Arbiter at the end of the combo, up to you. Then use charging attack with Griffon, any of the ones available, doesn't matter which one, and then follow up with another version of Shadow's combo. As long as it's not the same thing as you did when Shadow was attacking in the previous turn. That's the whole basis of combo system in Devil May Cry. Keep it different. That's more or less everything that there is to V. Here are some other tips. Try to taunt during battle with V, because you are constantly at the back, which gives you plenty of time to make taunt count. This can be only used in fights where you are not completely surrounded, so don't go too crazy with it. Another tip that I can give you is not to dodge too often on the ground, because when you do that, Shadow gets back to you, because it enhances your dodge. That can break combos, because then you need to move Shadow back into the fray. So don't panic, see the danger and use air evade more frequently than ground evade. Do not be stingy about using Nightmare. Devil Trigger will be full in every fight, most likely. Especially if you use book a lot, so go crazy with Nightmare. It significantly ups your chances of receiving higher combo ranks. Anyway, that would be all for V. I hope this video helps. Thank you for watching and see you soon.